Okay, guys, open homes for rentals, for sales. Your agent tells you they've got to do an open home in your property. What could go wrong? We're going to tell you the highs, the lows, the shenanigans of open homes that we've experienced. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Cleo Witt here, expert property manager of 42 years. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you. And what about you, Mark? How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
That's
Pretty good.
good. That's
I
good.
got sleep, not like you.
I know. I think that what is it? The co-sleep with the children as well is never a good idea. I felt sorry for my son, and I said, "Oh, go on, you can come in the bed too." And then, of course, it's like sleeping with two octopuses. You just like, I can't sleep. Anyway, it's all good.
The
All
life
good.
of a
Coffee.
working
We've got a
mom.
coffee machine at work. It's good.
Co-
It'll just keep the
Coffee.
coffees flowing.
Coffee fixes everything.
Yeah.
Now, open homes, for people that are not aware of what they are, it's the easiest thing for a real estate agent to do, and for a seller or a tenant or a landlord to do, to get through interested parties. It's simply nominating a fixed time that normally goes for anywhere in rentals between 15 minutes and in sales up to sort of 45 minutes. And we nominate a time normally on a Saturday when people are working Monday to Friday, and sometimes some suburbs on a Wednesday or a Thursday at a similar time as well. At that time, we herd the flock through, the cattle through the open homes, and then someone says, "I'll take it." But it leaves a lot of room for error, Cleo.
It certainly does. We had open homes yesterday. It doesn't matter how experienced you are, how new you are. There's always something that can arise at an open home that leaves you unprepared or guessing or laughing or just in pure shock. It's a short time frame to get through a lot of people to see the property.
Yes.
Keys have always been a problem in property management. Sometimes tenants might change a lock. Sometimes you have a big bunch of keys, and just trying to open that lock, there's a lot of pressure. So it's quite funny when you see the agent turn up with a big bunch of keys. And I
No.
know for a fact there's people that, would stand there going, this key's probably not going to work. We've wasted our time. you know.
And And it's stressful for the agent. Like when you got five people standing behind you, and there's the thought that you may not have entry on that property. It's pretty scary.
It is. And then, you know what? You get through that threshold and you don't know what's behind the door. Sometimes this is your first open home with those tenants, and you don't know what state the place looks like. You've been to routines over the course of the tenancy, but I think towards the end, tenants, they know they're moving out. It could be messy, or you just don't know what battlefields are across that line. So the agent will usually open the door and just tell
Oh.
everyone, just give me a minute, and then you go and have a quick scan through.
Well, that's in our business. That's called the dead body check.
Yeah.
Where a good agent will say, "Can you please just hold on for a sec?" They will go and turn all the lights on. They'll open the windows. They'll do a scan, make sure everything's all right. Come back and go. We're all clear. Let's go.
Yeah.
We've had sex toys. We've had. Can I use the word dildos?
Yeah, I reckon you can. Vibrators, dildos left
Vibrators.
out.
We've had vibrators left out. We've had dead bodies. Um, um,
There's all sorts of
in
paraphernalia.
properties. It happens. We've had claims of theft at open homes, and we're going to clear all this up today and to expand on a little bit. So hopefully put people at ease as to what not to expect or what to expect when it gets done. But I think the biggest phenomena is people's. I think what we have to understand is people's standards are different. Their standards of cleanliness, their standards of smell, their standards of acceptance of
Yeah.
what an open home should be like. So I think with agents, we've probably got probably more of a neutral or a slightly higher standard, probably to what a lot of people expect. I think it's common that sales opens are a little bit better than rentals opens, maybe.
Well, of course, the seller's going to present the property in its most pristine condition, whereas a tenant is moving on to another property. They often don't care what happens thereafter. It's a good indication when we ask for an open home. The house proud tenants usually, once they've given notice, will be like, oh, so soon? Like, they haven't had time to prepare. So they'll try and negotiate that time and day. Can we make it the next Wednesday? That will just give me some time. And then the ones that aren't so house proud or don't care, they're like, yeah, come through whenever. I won't be there. You know, and that's a good indication. So,
What about the I wasn't notified?
oh yes, yes. So we once had a lady who was, you know, a famous author, and she claimed that she wasn't told. And it just so happened that the leasing agent was a young guy, and he was very new. And she came home, and he was in the apartment, and she just lost it. Called us up with a barrage of, you know, screaming, and we had SMS on the software, we had email notifications, we had everything. We told her about the open home, everything was documented. So yeah, you know, she claimed she had all the underwear out, you know, on the lounge, and like, why would he be looking at underwear? I don't know, but it it was quite ridiculous.
We've had love making at open homes.
Oh my god.
Um, it's lots of stuff, but I think what you got to realize is a good training is important for these agents, that there are standards and protocols of what a good agent should and must do. The biggest one is a huge knock and a huge shout with the door half opened. So opening that
Yeah.
door and ajar and having a huge shout, and then doing the dead body check, going inside, saying, just to, checking every room. Cleo, we've got pretend sleepers at open homes.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been to so many open homes where one of the tenants wasn't notified and they're asleep under the covers. Like, there's nothing more awkward than someone you don't know under the covers in the bed, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, and you tiptoe out, and then you tell everyone, I'm sorry, you can't go in that room, and they're always like, why not? And I'm like, well, there's a tenant sleeping in there. Oh
But
dear.
the sleeper, this is the sleeper. The sleeper at an open home doesn't even like get up and say, "Look, I'm just going to be sleeping. Just leave me alone. Don't go in this room." The sleeper actually pretends that you can't see them, and that everything,
Yeah.
and they're not, and no one. So what actually happens with the sleeper is their heads under the cover. They don't move, they don't apologize, they don't acknowledge, and you conduct the open home around them. True story.
It is.
I've had hundreds of sleepers.
It is, and it's still unsettling every time, no matter how many times you open the door and someone is asleep. It's not your family member, it's a complete stranger. So it is very awkward.
I'm
We've
okay with it.
you're
I'm okay with it. You're a night shift worker. You have to get your sleep. It's 15 minutes or half an hour. You'll sort of just rumble through it. Do your open, Mr. Real Estate Agent. I don't care.
yeah, if
Close
the
the
door's
door.
closed, but you don't want to
Close.
see it. The
I
door's
know.
closed and you just don't go in.
I've got no problem with door open. I've got no.
What about
I just let the purchaser know, and look, if there's someone in there having a bit of a snooze. Apologies. They did know about the open home, but they're night shift workers, and it's better than nothing at all. It's better than no access.
well, it is better than no access. Nothing is worse than no access, and telling people last minute that they can't come through because the tenant won't let you in. That's really bad. Like, it's
But
very difficult.
they've parked the car. They've taken the trouble to go to
Yeah.
the open. They got out. They're at the door, and it's like,
Yeah. And it's usually something might happen. This happened a lot during COVID, or if someone didn't want to come through, they just go, I've got COVID. You can't come through. I've got COVID. No one was going to go, well, I don't care. I'm wearing my mask. I'm heading through. Everyone was like, oh, okay, I totally understand. I still get COVID as an excuse to not come through at the moment. Even
Oh,
so.
it's still going. I remember we had during COVID, at an open home when it was one person at a time, we got accused of being,
touching
not,
touching surfaces.
no, no, we got taken to tribunal in the, what's when you're, not when you're racist, but when you treat someone differently. It was
Discrimination.
we got taken to discrimination board, and the police, for not allowing a couple through, same-sex couple through, a open home, and they said we discriminated against them because of that. And we were like, this is the law. This is the
Yeah.
law. Like this is, and the police were like, we've got to do a report. Went all the way, and it was just upheld that it was the law. But yeah, open homes. Open homes are they're a big thing in our community. Now, they're not consistent around the world.
No, and I think moving forward with AI and virtual tours and things, you may not need to even go through. You can get the floor plan, you get the video, all of that without having to go through the property. I always believe strongly you should see everything, because you don't get smell on a photo, you don't get, it's all brightened, it could be a really dark room, there's a whole bunch of things that would be a factor for a rental person to want to take a property. And if you're just going on a virtual, I don't think you get all of it. Vibes a big thing, especially on the beaches. We all like a good vibe. If you're going through and you don't get a good vibe, or the neighbors, even the stairwell, the common area, there's a lot of factors where I still think we need open homes.
Look, it's 30, it's entry level to the beaches is 30 to 40 grand a year. You better make sure if you're spending 30, 40 grand a year, you feel good about the place. So I don't know. It's interesting. I never thought they'd be selling cars online without seeing cars with all the stuff that can go wrong with the car. And there's a bucket shit ton of stuff of car deals done without people even seeing the car before they buy it. So maybe properties, a late bloomer on it, but it may rent without seeing properties. Maybe open homes can be done virtually. I don't know. I don't know. We do get people asking for FaceTimes because they can't make it.
Yeah, FaceTime's good. FaceTime's really good, because you're also walking through with them and you can give them a description as you're taking them through. I have a property at the moment actually where the landlord has minimized the space in the shower to include a storage section for towels. So if you're a bigger person, you're not going to easily shower in this shower.
Or what about the person that my dog or cat doesn't smell?
Oh, snakes in a property. The smell was insane, Lisa. Oh, pets. Wow. We have a lot of pet stories in rental properties.
And it's funny because you do get used to your odors of your home, and someone can walk through and literally dry reach. So it's everyone's standards are different. Everyone's standards are different. But Cleo, thank you very much for opening our eyes on the.
I lost you.
And
Oh, all good.
thank you very much, and have a great day. And I hope we've educated people a little bit more about open homes, how to prepare to them, and what can go wrong. Theft. Before we go, theft. Never had one thing stolen in an open home in 32 years as a principal and agent.
No, because we are part of the community. We vet people coming through. We are there to help protect, and we do tell tenants any valuables that you have, take with you, put away for an open home, minimize all of what could go wrong. And yeah, we are experts in that as well. So
Boom. Have a lovely day,
thank you.
everyone. Thanks, Claire. Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.